Anuhu. El Shaddai Lahenu Olea Botenu. Abia Mabias Kababiako. Atakwados, Weshamek Akwados, Varushamek Alolam Maye. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises to thy name, O Most High, to show forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night. Upon the instrument of 10 strings and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with the sound of sound. Thou, O Lord, hast made me glad through thy works. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A foolish man knoweth not, neither does the fool understand this. When the wicked springeth the grass, and all workers of iniquities do flourish, it is that day shall be destroyed forever. But thou, O Lord, hast Most High forevermore. For though thy enemies, O Lord, for though thy enemies shall perish, all the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shall I exalt like the horn of a wild ox. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Mine eye also shall see my desire of my enemies, and my ears shall hear the desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall flow like the cedar of Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. It shall still bring forth fruit no age. It shall be fat and flourish. Show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock. There is no righteousness and sin. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and praise to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the great, mighty, revered God, the Most High God, who bestows his loving kindness and blesses all things, who remembers the pious deeds of the patriarchs, the Most High, slow of anger, great in kindness, forgiving iniquity and transgressions, but who by no means clear the guilty, visit iniquities of fathers upon children to the third and fourth generation. The Most High's work is perfect for all ways of justice, a God of faithfulness and without iniquity, just and right at sea. You may be seated. Giving due respect and honor to a head in Israel, my father, Chief Eleazar, to the chiefmen, princes, brothers and sisters, I say unto you the tongue of my forefathers, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Today is God's day. Today is God's day. The word Shabbat means general strike, work stoppage. So if there's a general strike, everything is shut down. There is nothing movement. There is no movement. This is why at a point in time in history, it came a point in time in history where the nation was commanded to remain in their tents. Don't come out looking for no manna, because tomorrow is God's day. I already ordered you to grab up, to take double of the manna. Take double. Whatever amount you need, you take the necessary you need. Because if you come out here, you ain't going to find it. And God proved the people, and the people have proved to God that they have not, that they are stubborn and rebellious. They continue to tempt God continuously, just like today. The people today continuously tempts God. How do we tempt God? We tempt God by going against his laws, commandments, and statutes. We tempt God by going against his direct order. See, there is a way to observe this day. There is a way that God has ordained to observe this day in order for us to be blessed in this day. He said, all those that keep it shall be blessed. So now, the Shabbat was established by God. Okay? I said the Shabbat was established by God. Okay? After he made the world in 6 days. So the rules and the regulation of keeping the Shabbat is in the book. It's very important to do this Shabbat exactly how you read it, as it says. It's very important to do word for word according to what it says in the book. You know why? Because we don't have no one. We got people here to explain the law to us, but we don't have nobody here that's inspired by God. We don't have nobody here that is inspired by God that we can go to and you can say, well, listen, what that man said is exact. Okay? This is why it's very important to go by the book. So if you don't read it in the book, don't add on to it. So today is going to be a little different. Today, we're going to go into Deuteronomy chapter 31. And then after Deuteronomy chapter 31, we're going to open the floor for questions on how to observe the Shabbat.
Okay.
Questions about how to observe the Shabbat. Questions of what not to do on the Shabbat.
Okay.
Things that we need to know how to observe this day by not profaning it. Okay? So now, he was the first to acknowledge it and declare the 7-day period of rest. That was the Creator. To cease in the Hebrew, it means before sin polluted the world and work became a thing that God commanded us to cease from. Okay? Centuries later, it was included in the 10 Commandments. You know how many years passed down that the Shabbat was included in the 10 Commandments? And God already recognized and established the Shabbat from in the beginning, from in Genesis, from in during the creation. At the end of all his creation, he said he looked at his creation, it was perfect.
That's right.
It was perfect.
That's right.
He said it was included in the 10 Commandments, the Decalogue. Powerful words coming directly out the mouth of the Creator. The 10 Commandments, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. God is speaking those words. God is speaking those words. Those are not man's words. Okay? So when we talk against those 5 books, we're talking against God. When we disagree with those first 5 books, you're disagreeing with God. When we get angry at the laws of God, you're angry at God. So we have to be careful of how we feel when these laws are spoken about. When these laws are broken down and it's spoken about, and because it doesn't fit your criteria, because it don't fit how you feel, because it doesn't correlate with how you think, you get angry at the person speaking the word of God, but you're truly angry at God because these are not my words. We just got to train ourselves to accept it because we've been brought up in this despicable place and we've been brainwashed. We've been brainwashed to think one way. So now it's our job to change our frame of thought.
That's right.
Change our frame of thinking.
That's right.
Change the way we think.
That's right, brother.
And start thinking like God.
That's right, brother.
Think like God. God said, follow him.
That's
God
right.
said, be holy. He said, because I'm holy, which means be like me.
That's right.
Huh? He said, that's why when recited, it will have an effect on your spirit in time. This is why it's very important to read the first 5. God commanded the king to read the law every day of his life so that his heart don't be lifted up above his brethren. He said, read the law so that you may learn how to fear God. Huh? So if it's something to learn, which means what? You're not going to fear God right away. This happens in steps and stages of you pushing for righteousness. Now, in time, I will fear God. Now, in time, I will be afraid. Now, in time, I will start to get chills and shiver when certain things come before me and it's against God. Now, you begin to be against it because God is against it. That's what we got to train ourselves to do, man. We got to train ourselves to hate the things that God hates. We got to train ourselves to love the things that God loves. And if you don't love it, make yourself love it.
Say it again.
I said, if you don't love it, make yourself love it.
Yeah.
If you don't hate it, make yourself hate it.
Yeah.
You can't make yourself hate it. You can't make yourself hate it by going around it every day.
Say it again, brother.
You can't feed your spirit something that you're trying to pull away
Say
from.
it again, man.
We continue to feed ourselves things that God said, no, don't go that way.
That's Right.
God said, don't go that way no more. Because that way is the way of death. But I continue to be around it. You're never going to dislike it.
That's right, brother.
You're never going to hate it. How you going to hate these people if you keep going around them? It's a training process. This is a training process, man. He said that's why when we recite these laws, it will have an effect on your spirit in time with the person putting in work by fulfilling the commandments. Not just reading. I got to read and do. Read and do. Read and fulfill it. Read and take heed. Read and do. Then and only then it would have a positive effect on your spirit. But we do a lot of reading, but we ain't fulfilling nothing. We ain't fulfilling nothing. We ain't doing nothing for it to have no effect on you. In the beginning, we learned about God speaking the word into existence. I said in the beginning, we learned about God speaking the word into existence because God got the power of the spoken word. God got the power of the spoken words. Protons and atoms just prove that God, that the creation, but God ain't need protons and atoms. God just allows certain things to come up for the non-believers. That's for the non-believers. That's not for me. That's not for me.
You don't need that.
I don't need that. Don't tell me nothing about protons and atoms because I know and I believe 100% that God speak things into existence. When he said the dry land appeared, the dry land appeared. There was no combustion. When he said let the lights come, look, man. Look, man. Look. He said, which is an example in itself. This shows that there are stages in development. You hear that? I said there are stages in development. You are pushing, you are expecting, what you call that? The math? No, high grade math. Names. Calculus. You're expecting calculus from a person that's just acknowledging the person is just coming into the way. Which means what? You gotta have patience with people. That's why God chose Moses.
That's right.
He was patient. And he had to be patient with the people because even God realized that I'm snatching these people from a place that they lived at for 430 years. They've been doing and living this way for years, but only God knows how long, for all their life. Now, all of a sudden, you take a person out of their environment and you want them to just change right away. That's why that's the reason why God showed himself so many times so that these people can believe. So that these people could believe. He was trying to spark something in them. You don't see why when God does something miraculous with you, he wants to spark something in you and show you, hey, listen here, you ain't gonna get this action nowhere else. Nowhere else. Deuteronomy chapter 31.
And Moses went and spake these words unto all Israel. And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also, the Lord has said unto me, thou shalt not go over this Jordan. The Lord thy God, he will go over before thee.
Moses was, look, it didn't say he was damn near, but I could tell he was damn near to tears. Because he begged God and he begged God and he kept begging him. He said, let me go over. I went through all this from the time listen, look at this. Imagine this thing here, man. Moses went through it, man, with these people. And for him to go through this traumatizing with all these people to not see the land, God came to him in Midian. He sparked his interest. He said, you see that bush there? He said, I got to see this great sight. Why the bush is burning, but it ain't being consumed. God does things to spark your interest. Yeah. And if your interest don't get sparked, then God ain't going to be interested in you. God ain't going to deal with you. In order for God to deal with us, we have to show our interest in God first. Yeah. We got to show our interest, man. And how we show our interest? How we show that we want this? Only two ways that we show God that this is what we want. A person that can keep his head in the book, a person that pray, and a person that's doing. He's applying. He's applying. So we got to show our interest for God in order for God to deal with us. If we don't show no interest for God, he's going to leave you to yourself. He's going to leave you to your own wanting ways, to the own lust of your own heart, man. Moses saw that burning bush. God spoke to him. He said, hey, he said, the place where you're standing at is holy ground. He said, take your shoes off. He took his shoes off. That tells me one thing. He said, after that, God started speaking to him. God speaking to him. And he spoke to him. And he spoke to him. Straight contact. But it was something that drew God towards Moses. It was his meekness and the humility and the patience that he had in him. He had the patience of God. He had the meekness and the humility of, listen, man. Listen, man. He said, ain't no man on earth could compare to Moses, man. He said, the most meekest man on earth. Most faithful in my house. Nobody was more faithful than Moses. Nobody was more meek than Moses. He said, the meek shall inherit the earth. Then another part of the book, God said, I show my secrets to the meek. I can show him. You know why? Because the meek don't get big-headed. That's why. When I start to show myself, he ain't going to push his chest and say, man, God, speak to me. Don't worry about that, homeboy. Stay humble. He don't want you that way. And this is why God can't deal with most of us. Because we get too big-headed. And then once we get big-headed, what happens? You're going to violate. You know why? Because pride sets in. Pride sets in, man. Pride sets in. We gotta stop getting big-headed. We gotta stop getting big-headed. Let's read it.
Deuteronomy 31, verse 3. The Lord thy God, he will go over before thee, and he will destroy these nations from before thee, and thou shalt possess them. And Joshua, he shall go over before thee, as the Lord has said.
He said, okay. He said, I can't go over with you, man. He said, because that day, when I didn't sanctify the name of God, you know what God said when he didn't sanctify his name? He said Moses did not believe him. So that shows, this tells me that when we don't sanctify the name of God, we don't believe God. You know what sanctify means? It means to separate. Which means God's name should not be in your mouth every cotton picking time. There's no separation. That name is holy, man. That's the incommunicable name. You can't speak it.
Don't communicate using that name.
Leave that name alone.
Oh, man.
We are too filthy to be mentioning God's name. Let's read.
And the Lord shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and to Og, kings of the Amorites, and unto the land of them, whom he destroyed. And the Lord shall give them up before your face, that ye may do unto them according unto all the commandments which I have commanded you. Be strong and of a good courage.
And of a good courage.
Fear not.
Who say that? Who say that? That's Moses. Or was that God? Huh? That was Moses.
He said, Lord,
and the Lord shall give. That's Moses. He said, be strong and of a good courage. Because in order to fulfill these laws, commandments, and statutes, you got to be strong.
Strength and courage.
Huh? You got to be strong and you got to be courageous. So let's dig into those words. What does it mean to be strong? The word for strong is kazak. It means to be firm. Huh? It means to be resolute. Huh? It means to be determined and unwavering. Now, determined means having made a firm decision and being resolved not to change, which means I done made my mind up. Yeah. A lot of us that's sitting down in here, our minds are not made up.
Say it again, brother.
Even though we sit in teachings, our minds are not made up because we keep fluctuating and shifting back and forth. We think that's enough. You think all we need to do is sit in congregation and sit home and put on the YouTube and what's what you like to say and view. We think that's enough. Put on a little fringes. There's 613 laws, commandments, and statutes that we need to fulfill. If we are able to fulfill it. The laws that we can't fulfill, God understands that. Like the sacrifices, which is very small. It's not too many. But there are a lot of laws that we look over. I said there are a lot of laws that can be done and Israelites look over it. Okay? Unwavering means steadfast, not fluctuating between opinion, not fluctuating between your allegiance, not fluctuating between your direction. A lot of us, look, our allegiance, huh? Your allegiance, our allegiance is supposed to be towards God. And if my allegiance is towards God, then I won't ever miss a holy convocation.
That's right.
If my allegiance is towards God, I will continue to gather when God has called this appointed time. On the days that God said to gather. Because this is God's gathering.
That's right.
This is the time that we should be gathering.
That's right.
And this is not for people that can't gather, that live too far. This is for the ones that can gather and chose themselves above God. You chose yourself above the laws of God by not gathering. Because in the law it states that we should gather.
That's right, brother.
There should be a holy convocation. I should not be home viewing when I can gather.
All day. That's right, brother.
Firm, unlikely to change, unyielding, strong, able to withstand pressure. Huh? You know it's the pressure? You know it's the pressure? Huh? The pressure to fulfill the commandments. You know why? Because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be on easy ride. Because we're battling ourselves. We are battling ourselves.
That's right.
Understand that. I'm battling me because I have evil in me. And I have evil in me that tells me to go against God. Sometimes you listen, sometimes you don't. Why? The ones that you listen to pleases yourself. These are the things that you like. That's why you listen to it. You don't listen to things that you look at that you don't like. You don't listen to the evil. First of all, if you don't like it, it ain't gonna come to your mind to go cohabitate with another man. It ain't gonna come to your mind to do that. The only thing that comes to our mind are the things that are a part of us, are the things that we feed ourselves. Okay, those are the things that comes to our mind. Now we decide whether we're gonna follow it or not. Which means what? You have to hate it. I have to train myself to hate these things. We know, every person knows their own heart.
That's right.
Everybody in this room knows their own heart. They know the things that they like that they shouldn't be liking because God hated it.
That's right.
They know the things that they don't like that God accepts. that they should be training themselves to accept it because God accepts it.
That's right, brother.
Huh? Time sheet. Verse
Be
7.
strong.
But time sheet, verse 6.
Be strong and of
Be
a
strong
good
and of a
courage.
good courage.
Fear not,
Fear not,
nor be afraid of them.
nor be afraid of them.
For I, the Lord thy God, here it is that doth go with thee.
Mm-hmm.
He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, Be strong and of a good courage, but thou must go with this people unto the land which the Lord hath sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it.
Uh-huh.
The Lord, he it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. And Moses wrote this law and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and unto all the elders of Israel. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the feast of tabernacles, when all Israel is come to appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose, thou shalt read this law before all Israel in their hearing.
So, the Feast of Tabernacles, the year of release don't begin until we set foot into the land.
Right.
And then you start counting. The year of release is every 7 years. It is a time when you have to make a release, where you don't hold a payment or debt over a person's head. God is showing us and teaching us to have a heart towards each other. Because if it was up to me, you will continue to owe me. 10, 15, 20 years, you're gonna owe me until you give it to me. God said, don't move like that. You see, after a certain amount of time, a person don't have it, let the debt go. Let it go. Let it go. It's teaching us to have a heart towards each other. We have a cold heart. We cold-hearted, man. I said, we are so cold towards each other. Naturally. And when I'm showing you with the book that you're cold, you reject it. The book teaches us to have a heart. That's why he said, if you see your brother lacking, he's in need. He said, and you got it? He said, it's your job to make sure that you satisfy him in that which he lacketh. Make sure he got enough. Why I gotta beg you? Why I gotta come ask you? Huh? When you know I need. When you know I'm in trouble, I'm in need, man. We don't have a heart for each other, man. We look out for heathens quicker than we look out for our own people. Before you look out for a person that don't serve God, there are a lot of Israelites that serve God that need. Stop giving to pagans that don't serve God and look amongst your own first. Check your own first. Check your own first. Stop looking outside and check your own first. Then after your own is done, I'm doubting that you will be able to go out there because it's too much of us. It's a lot of us that's not doing too good that can use.
Talk about it.
It's a lot of us. But you know what? We on the lookout for camps.
That's right, brother.
This camp look out for this camp. That camp look out for that camp. And this camp look out for that camp. This camp don't go and search out this camp. Because they feel, and then when you go around certain camps, they look at you like you're weird. But we all serve one God. We got a problem, man. Something wrong with us. Something is wrong with us, man. We serve one God. Hey, you think I'm lying? Because it's been done already. Anybody from any camp could call me.
That's right.
I said anybody from any camp could call me. And if they're in deep trouble, I'm going to come out. I said, I'm going to come out because it's been done already. I'm not going to look at you and say, why you don't call, ask brother from that camp. You're not from this camp. I'm not. No, we serve one God. We won. We won, man. We got to look out for each other like that.
Especially against the outsiders.
Tom Sheep.
Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thy stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear the Lord your God, and observe to do all the words of this law, and that their children which have not known anything may hear and learn to fear the Lord your God.
What verse you at?
Middle of 13.
Okay. It said that their children which have not known anything,
may hear and learn to fear
the Lord your God.
As long as ye live
in the land,
whether you go over
the Jordan to possess it. We had to be taught how to fear God, man. We got to be taught how to fear God, man. And this is why the children, they brought the children so that they can hear and some type of fear begin to develop, so that they can know that it's not a game. Sometimes we cannot, certain things we can't play with the kids with. We have to instill, we have to inculcate fear in them by showing them the importance of serving God, by showing them the importance of not profaning the day, by showing them the importance of keeping God's word. Because guess what? When we go against God's word, there is something that's going to happen after. There's a penalty that comes after. And this is what we need to teach our children. When we lie, there's a penalty that comes after. Anytime we violate a curriculum, a standard, or law in that book, a statute, there's a penalty that comes after. Nothing happened for nothing. Time sheet.
And the Lord said unto Moses, behold, thy days approach that thou must die. Call Joshua and present yourselves in the tabernacle.
He said, listen, the day has approached that thou must die. God told Moses, he said, listen, come up on the mountain, man. He said, you can't go in the land. He said, because you didn't sanctify my name. He said, come up here and I'm going to show you the land. He said, but you can't go in there, man. And he begged God and begged God. God looked at him and said, don't ask me no more. Don't ask me no more, man. You can't go in. You can't go in. And that was all because of the people. Moses was meek, but the people got to him. The nation got to him, man. Let's read it.
And call Joshua and present yourselves in the tabernacle of the congregation, that I may give him a charge. And Moses and Joshua went and presented themselves in the tabernacle of the congregation. The Lord appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of a cloud.
He said, the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of a cloud. That was the glory of God inside of a thick cloud. And the cloud came down and covered the front of the tabernacle. Can you just imagine that? You see how close God was with us? This is why in Exodus he said Moses was going to present himself to Pharaoh. He said, what name shall I tell him? He said, tell him, I am that I am. You know what that means? Ehiyeh, Asher, Ehiyeh. It means I will be that which I will be. Whatever I want to be, I will be. That's the reason why God was able to show Moses his back. People say, oh, that was a metaphor. That's not really. No, God can make himself visible. He's the God of the spirits of all flesh. God told Yom Kippur is coming up. Monday night is Yom Teruah. Okay? Monday night is Yom Teruah. 7 days after is Yom Kippur. During Yom Kippur, which is the Day of Atonement, right? God told Aaron, he said, you only come in here once a year. Don't come up in here anytime you decide you feel like coming in here. He said, and before you come in here, make a smoke. He said, because if you don't make a smoke and you see me sitting on my mercy seat, he said, I'm going to kill you. God got a mercy seat. God have a seat. And on both sides of the mercy seat, there are cherubims that prostrates towards that mercy seat, giving, man, my God is great. My God is great. That don't sound. Does that sound like a JC? Does that sound like a dude on the cross?
No.
No.
You can't grab it.
No.
Grab the Lord.
No.
You can't grab God.
Let's read.
And the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of a cloud.
And the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in the pillar of cloud. You know what that is? To see a pillar come down from heaven, and you know it's God.
Glory, man.
You know that's God inside that cloud.
Yeah.
We ain't seen nothing like that.
No, that's the glory. They witnessed the glory.
That's why God looked at the people. He said, man, these people is something else. After everything the people saw, the people saw things that we didn't see. The people saw things that Abraham didn't see. That's why God opposed Abraham on high standards, because God didn't have to show out for him to believe God. God didn't have to do nothing miraculous for him to believe God. He said, man, I'm God. And he believed it. He said, listen, separate yourself from your family. He did it. Everything God told Abraham, Father Abraham, he did it, and he believed it. God didn't have a problem with Abraham like he has the problem of a people today. We read the law, and I look at you, and I tell you that the book don't mean that. Damn.
Yeah, for real.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
now, if you ain't sick, what is it? How you read a verse, and then you twist what the verse says, and you say it don't mean that. These are people that I can't be around.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's right, brother.
I'm sorry, brother. I know God loves unity. God loves togetherness. Yes, I love it too. You know why? Because God compares it to the oil that runs down Aaron's beard. And I love to be unified with my people. What? You know how strong we will be if we could just unify in one house? Huh? Huh? You know the effect it will have in the heavens and out here? Quick. Let me show you the effects of unity. There was a camp on Sterling in Buffalo, B'nai Zakim. The police came and locked the brother up. Yeah, you never heard this. Never. Brothers surrounded the police. Israelites surrounded the police, and they said, yo, man, let him go. The brother said, man, we chastise our own. Let him go. Looked around, took the keys, took it out, let him go. They never came back neither.
That's right.
Never.
That's what unity does.
Yeah.
Look, 1994, 93, Chief Mikael and 2 other brothers got locked up. We surrounded the whole precinct.
Yeah.
The whole precinct got surrounded.
That's right.
I bet they let them go.
That's right.
Unity. It will have an effect now. But we ain't unified, man. We want to split. We want to separate. This one want to stay here. This one goes over there. This one goes over there. This one goes over there. If we come together, we will have strength. That's strength. And then guess what? You know who else will recognize it? God will recognize that, man. God recognizes that, man. Tom sheet.
And the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of a cloud.
And the Lord appeared in the tabernacle in the pillar of a cloud. Read.
And the pillar of the cloud stood over the door of the tabernacle. And the Lord said unto Moses, behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up.
Wait a minute. Those are some beautiful words.
Thou shalt sleep.
God told Moses, he said, behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers. I want God to tell me that.
Yeah.
I want God to God tell me that.
Don't leave, bro.
That when I go, when it's time for me to go, that I'm going to sleep with my fathers.
Don't leave,
You
bro.
show who your forefathers are according to how you live. So if you're not living this, these are not your forefathers.
Right.
In order to claim this, you got to be living this.
That's right, brother.
Don't be talking about I'm an Israelite, but you don't live this.
That's
Or I'm a Hebrew, I'm an Israelite. Walk around with strings and you think that's it. No. No.
Gotta live it.
Let's go. Read.
That's right.
Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy father.
Thou shalt sleep with thy father. Remind me of what Samuel told King Saul.
Yeah.
He said, listen, man. He said, because you did this, you done went, sought out the witch of Endor. Then you got the witch of Endor calling me up. He said, listen, man, you and your sons gonna be with me tomorrow at this time. He said, man, he fell to the ground. He said, because now I know. He said, listen, tomorrow I'm dying.
Bro, he started fasting, bro.
They had to force him to eat. At that point in time, listen, I felt sorry for him.
Yeah,
man.
I felt sorry for him, man. And if you don't feel sorry for him, then you need to fix your heart. I said, if we don't have a heart to feel sorry for him, then we need to fix our heart.
I agree.
We have godly men in the book that prayed for Israelites that were serving gods of wood and stone. They still cried for him. Jeremiah, Ezra. I can go on and on and on. I feel sorry for King Saul, man. I feel sorry for him. Moses. The people that made a golden calf. And God told them that they made a golden calf.
Don't forget Moses, man.
But Moses still cried out.
Yeah.
He said Moses went and he stood in the breach. God looked at him and said, man, get out the way. I'm going to wipe these people out, man. I'm going to make a nation out of you.
He ain't say okay.
He didn't say okay. He said, all right, God, go ahead. No, that's not the mindset. But there's a certain mindset that we need to have to serve God. That means what? You know why he didn't let God go? Because he wasn't selfish. It wasn't about him. And he wasn't about himself. Moses was not selfish.
Right.
So that's why he didn't say, listen, go ahead, God, wipe them out.
More important.
Time sheet.
Thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up and go a
This
whoring
people shall rise up and go a whoring. What
after the
verse?
gods of this, verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 16. Time sheet.
And this people will rise up and go a whoring after the gods of the land, strangers of the land, whether they go to be among them.
And the people shall rise up and go a whoring after who?
After the gods.
After the gods
of the strangers.
Of the land.
Whether they go
Now,
to be among them.
okay, you hear this? I don't think we're hearing this. See that over. I said, read it over.
And this people
will
rise up.
Will rise up.
And go a whoring.
And go a whoring and go astray.
After the gods of the strangers of the land.
So now we think that we have to be in a church to go after the gods of the strangers of the land. All we got to do is celebrate their celebrations. All we got to do is follow their traditions. All we got to do is follow their customs. All we got to do is do what they do. And you are going a whoring after the strangers and the gods of the people of the land. Oh, I ain't in the church. I don't serve JC, but you do it by proxy. By celebrating things that you have no business celebrating. Which means that's why it's very important. You celebrate only what our forefathers celebrated. What was our forefathers' traditions and customs? You follow that. You follow that. Time sheet.
And will forsake me and break my covenant which I have made with them. Verse 17. Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day. And I will forsake them, and I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured.
Oh, man, read that over, please.
Verse 17. Then my anger shall be kindled against them.
My anger shall be kindled against thee in that day.
And I will forsake them.
And I will forsake them. I will abandon them. Read.
And I will hide my face from them. And they shall be devoured. And
I will hide my face from them. You know what that is? When God has hidden his face from you, When we pray, God's not hearing your prayers.
You need help?
When you need help, God ain't coming to help you. Do we feel and think that God is hearkening to everybody's prayers?
No.
Some of us is not doing too good with God. So therefore, he hide himself from you. So when you set up those prayers, God ain't hearing it until you clean your ways, until you do better. Like you told Cain. He said, listen, Cain, I can't accept your offering. He said, I can't accept your offering because you're not accepted. God only accepts prayers from people that is accepted by God. So in order for my prayers to be heard by God, I have to be doing things. I have to be living righteously. I have to be living according to the statutes and the laws and the commandments of God, doing the things that is lawful and right.
That's right, bro.
So that when I set up my prayers, God hear me.
That's right,
bro.
God don't hear the wicked.
That's right, bro.
I said, God don't hear the wicked.
That's right, bro.
Tom sheet.
And they shall be devoured, and many evils and troubles shall befall them. So that they will say in that day, are not these evils come upon us?
Wait a minute. Many evil and trouble shall befall them. Lord have mercy. You know what the word in the Hebrew said for befall? Mazah. Many evils and troubles shall find them.
Come to you.
It's going to come to you. This is why when you go outside, you get beef, you get in trouble here, police bother you here, this happened here. Now it's time for me to backtrack. What am I doing that's bringing all this negative towards me?
Also means to
encounter. Tom sheet.
So that they will say in that day, are not these evils come upon us because our God is not among us? Verse 18. And I will surely hide my face in that day.
And I will surely hide my face in that day.
For all the evils which they
have brought, for everything that they have done. And that they are turned unto other gods. Tom sheet.
Now therefore, write ye this song for you. And teach it, children of Israel. Put it in their mouths, that this song may be a witness for me against the children of Israel.
Is that a command?
Yes, it's a command.
Is that a command?
Yes, it is.
He said, now therefore, write ye this song for you and teach it the children of Israel and put it in their mouth, that this song may be a witness for me against the children of Israel. And the song that God is talking about is Deuteronomy 32.
And it's a witness against us.
And it's a witness against us.
That's right.
Tom sheet.
But when I shall have brought them into the land, which I swear unto their fathers, that flow with milk and honey, and they shall have eaten and filled themselves, and waxen fat, then will they turn unto other gods.
He said when they have eaten and filled themselves, when everything is going good, we tend to forget God. I said we tend to forget God. That's been our problem since the beginning. Go ahead, read.
Then they will turn unto other gods and serve them and provoke me and break my covenant.
Okay.
And it shall come to pass when many evils and troubles are befallen them, that this song shall testify against them as a witness. For it shall not be forgotten out of the mouths of their seed. For I know their imagination which they go about, even now before I have brought them into the land which I swear. Moses therefore wrote this song the same day and taught it to the children of Israel. And he gave Joshua the son of Nun a charge and said, be strong and of a good courage, for thou shalt bring the children of Israel into the land which I swear unto them, and I will be with thee. And it came to pass, when Moses had made an end of writing the words of this law in a book until they were finished, that Moses commanded the Levites, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, saying, take this book of the law and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, that it may be therefore a witness against thee.
The laws of God. Those are those laws. God said, stash them in the ark. That's where it goes. The Torah. That's the law. At this point in time, the only ones that had that book was the high priest. The book wasn't spread all over the place.
Everybody needed.
You know why? Everybody didn't have a book. You know why? It's best that everybody didn't have a book, because then when you read it, you read it, everybody has a different way of looking at the verse, a different view when there's only one view. How can we read a verse and everybody sees it different? What is the problem? Why we see the verse different? And by us seeing the verse different is what's going to cause a different way, a different mentality, a different direction. Unity. In order to be unified, we have to have the one mind principle. I say in order to be unified, we must have the one mind principle.
That's right.
If we do not have the one mind principle, we ain't gonna see the verse. We're gonna separate. Time sheet.
Deuteronomy 31, verse 27. For I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, ye have been rebellious against the Lord. And how much more after my death? Gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call heaven and earth to record against them. For I know that after my death, ye will utterly corrupt yourselves, and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days, because ye will do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. And Moses spake in the ears of all the congregation of Israel the words of this song until they were ended.
Okay, with that being said, that is the last chapter. I'm not going into no more chapters. But now I'm going to open the floor for questions concerning the Shabbat day. The things that we should be doing on Shabbat, the things that we shouldn't be doing on Shabbat. What can we do on Shabbat to be in order to be blessed or accepted by God, so that we don't profane the day? So if anybody got any questions, you can type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Let me hear your questions. Okay? Let me hear your questions. Let me hear what we have to say here. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the Shabbat. The Shabbat means general strike, work stoppage. The first spot where I read about the Shabbat day was in Exodus 15, when the man got caught gathering sticks. So we're going to go through all the Shabbat, all the verses in the book where we read about the Shabbat day. If you have any questions again about the Shabbat, answer, type it. So the man got caught gathering sticks. They put him in ward. So question, why did they kill him? What did the man do that caused them to put him in ward where God killed them? And God commanded Moses to stone him. What did he do?
Got one question.
What's the question?
All right, question from Stephen.
Stephen.
It says, is it better to dry fast on Shabbat?
Well, I wouldn't fast on Shabbat, period. You know why? Because we're reflecting ourselves, and this day is supposed to be a day of rejoicing.
That's right.
This is a day for God.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why, okay, so now I wouldn't fast on Shabbat, period.
Right.
Okay? The reason why did that man got caught gathering sticks? Why did they put him in ward? What did he do? So I'm going to say, he got caught gathering sticks. He didn't kindle no fire, which means the action of gathering is work. The action of gathering, him bending down and gathering those sticks, that was considered work. He didn't kindle no fire. God ain't going to kill him for no intentions, because he had in mind to kindle fire. He got caught gathering sticks. The next chapter, Exodus 16, speaks about manna. All right. And it was an order. He said, prepare that which you will prepare on the 6th day. The Hebrew word for prepare is hekinu. Hekinu means to prepare, arrange, arrange, to set up. Okay? Now,
got another question. Question from King David. It said, is it against the law to reheat food that is already cooked and prepared on the 6th day?
if you have food that's cooked already, you can't reheat it. Your stove should be, if the only way you can reheat it, see me, I keep my stoves on. Okay. My stove is on from Friday and I don't cut it off. It stays on until tomorrow because I have food that I want to eat and I can wrap it in foil and sit it next to the fire. That's the stove has to be on from before Friday sunset. Fire has to be now you can reheat it. I won't suggest you to use microwaves. I don't use microwaves. No. I don't use what's that other thing? The air fryer. Toaster ovens. I'm not using none of that. The most I would do to stay within the brinks of the law is to keep my stove on. I will keep my my burners on, and it stays on. I keep one burner on just in case if I gotta warm something. No, not on top of the stove. I put it next to it. I wrap it in foil and I sit it next to it so we get warm. That's about it.
Got another question, brother, from Capri.
Okay. The oven usually.
It said if we start and end Shabbat according to the time in the east and not Western time in all our dwelling places in the Western region, will we be wrong seeing we look to the east when praying?
We have to look towards the east to pray because we're in the north. We're in the north. So we have the temple was built in the east. So we have to turn towards the east. When we was in the east, you don't turn to the east because you're in the east already. The temple was built on the west side. So we faced the temple on the west. But our forefathers, when you read it, they started praying to the sun and they started facing the east, praying to the sun. So in the east, here, well,
I want to make one note. Wherever you are in the world, once you're out of the east, once you're anywhere else in the world, all you have to do is face the east direction of wherever you at, and it will be towards Jerusalem, anywhere you're at. So it really doesn't matter what part of time of day it is here and it's in Israel. Right. It doesn't matter because it's direction. Solomon set up the direction that you could be in the enemy's land and face the east, and God will hear your prayers from there. So that's the whole reason why wherever you're at in the world, you can face the east and pray. It's going to be always the same direction.
And Muna, you're not wrong. You're doing good. You're not doing a dry fast. You said that I sometimes just drink water, juice on Shabbat and not eat. The reason being, I feel spiritually connected, and your spirit get lifted when you don't eat. You become more aware, of course, but you still drinking some juice. You're drinking water. Okay, you good. But I wasn't fast. No, there was a woman named who did right, who did only ate on Shabbat in appointed seasons. That's right. The rest of the time, she said she fasted.
Yeah. She ate on Shabbat.
She ate on Shabbat and she ate on appointed seasons.
Yeah, so it's best to eat on Shabbat.
So the next question, all right, Exodus 20, when it speaks about the maidservants, God has commanded the maidservants, the men servants, not to work. Someone tell me, what is the job of the men servants and the maidservants? To serve. Their job is to serve. So with that being said, did it ever click that serving is work? Which means what? I should not allow you to serve me. Or I shouldn't be serving you. Because now I'm doing the work of a man servant or a maid servant by me serving you. Okay? So I wouldn't serve and give nobody nothing. You would have to go serve yourself. And everything I say is in the book. That's right. Okay. What else? We got Exodus 20. What else in Exodus talks about the Shabbat? Isaiah 58. You got Isaiah 58, verse 13, where it says, speaking of matters. Okay? Speaking of matters, which means we shouldn't be speaking of things that don't have nothing to do with God's day. Anytime we come up in a conversation, believe me, Israelites, we come up with the weirdest conversations on Shabbat. We want to talk about Trump.
They talk all week.
We want to talk about this. We want to talk about current events. And none of that has nothing to do with God. We shouldn't be talking about, we got to pick another day to talk about those things. The only thing that we should be conversating about is these laws, commandments, and statutes. That's it. You have to order your conversation right. Okay, that's what makes it holy. That's exactly what makes it holy. What else? Traveling. Do you know there was a distance? There was a certain amount of distance that we was required to travel. That was permissible. That was accepted. The distance between the tabernacle and the tabernacle and the people, there was a distance between that. That was the distance that is accepted. Now, because of our way of living and how we're living, where we're living, we may have to travel to get to the convocation. We may have to take the train to get to the convocation. We may have to take the bus to get to the convocation. You know what? God put us in this predicament. That's right. God put us in this predicament because when we had freedom to do the law correctly, we didn't want it. So now we gotta go through what we go through just to keep these laws. That's right. So if you gotta travel to get to the convocation, that's accepted. Yeah, it's accepted. What you gonna do? Stay home and don't go congregate when God said to congregate? In Leviticus 23, God said to congregate. We need to congregate, man. Leviticus 23, was it first verse? Yeah. He said, the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts, holy convocations. A convocation is a gathering. That's right. That's what it is. We got to gather. What else?
I have one question.
What's the question?
Can I walk out with my Bible on the Shabbat in my house?
Okay, burdens. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 17 now. Okay? Someone just asked me, is it permissible to walk out their house with something in their hands? Okay? So in Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 21, right? Sister said, what about turning the lights on and off? You can turn your lights on and off because God wasn't talking about electrical. When God said don't kindle no fire, it was talking about regular fire. They didn't have light bulbs. We can't modernize the laws of God. We got to keep it the way it is. So yes, you can turn your lights on and off. As far as carrying burdens, right? Thus saith the Lord, take heed to yourselves and bear no burdens on the Sabbath day. Now, what does bear means? Huh? To bear, it means to carry. Okay, to carry. All right. Anything and it doesn't depict how heavy it is. Anything can be a burden because you're carrying it. He said you should not bear no burden, right, on the Sabbath day. It ain't talking about mental burden. It's talking about something tangible, something that you can hold. Okay? Okay? Nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem. Neither carry forth a burden out of your houses. Okay? Now, it says, neither carry forth a burden out of your houses. The Hebrew word for carry is topzi'u. Topzi'u means to exit. Neither exit forth a burden, neither exit forth a burden out of here. Don't exit your house with a burden in your hand, with nothing in your hand. What my mother used to do when we used to congregate at this camp, from Friday, we take all our food. We take our Bibles. You know what year that was? When my mother was doing that? 1994. 93. Huh? 93, 94. My father taught me and said, man, don't carry nothing on Shabbat. We've been doing that since then. You know the track record you have with God? You know how important it is to have a track record? That's how long I've been doing that. You think I'm going to change it now? No, I ain't changing that. What's the question?
From Ahava, Sister Ahava. They say on the Day of Atonement, thoughts on fasting babies and small children.
Thoughts on fasting babies and small children. Well, according to the book, it said all souls. It said all souls shall fast. So,
that's a big no exception.
Yeah, they didn't say no exception. It said all souls got to fast. So, and bear no burdens on the Sabbath day, which means that what? You shouldn't exit your house. You can't exit your house on the Sabbath day with a burden, nothing in your hand. Yeah, so again, what I was saying was 93, 94, my mom's used to have food. She cooked. She loved cooking. She'll cook for the whole camp. Just like now. So she'll cook for the whole camp, bring food, and bring the food from Friday so that she don't have to deal with it on God's day. And that's what these people do. The people feel that they can come to Shabbat and pull up with 4 or 5 trays of food. And then you got brothers coming, picking up food, taking. You don't think that's Shabbat means general strike.
Right.
And if you're doing that, there's no strike.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Sister Ahava wants you to state the scripture on where it says all souls.
All souls. That's Leviticus. Was it Leviticus 23? Leviticus 23, verse 23, verse. Boom, 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 boom. Parched corn, the Passover, the green wheat, kid, the meat offering, first fruits, proclaim fast, proclaim something there, communication, and you read the also memorial blowing the trumpets. There you go. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, and ye shall do no work in the same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. Right? Whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that day, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Whatsoever soul. So everyone must fast. Everyone must fast.
That's right.
And then it says, whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest. And ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbaths. Okay. So I hit you with the burdens. What else? Arranging.
There's a question.
Another question?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yom Teruah is spoken permissibly.
What question?
Also on Yom Teruah, Sister Ahava, also on Yom Teruah, is cooking permissible? Is it a feast day?
Yeah. Okay. On Yom Teruah, it says Kala Meleket Abora Lo Tasu, which means no work. No work. Abora is serving. Okay. And the only day that we read, some people say it's a feast. You can cook. The only time I read in the book where God said you can cook on the day is Feast of Unleavened Bread.
That's right.
It says, prepare that which. Let's go to the book. Leviticus 23. Let's go to 23. Let's go to Yom Teruah first. All right, that's right behind Yom Kippur. So Leviticus 23, verse 23.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month,
in the first day of the month,
shall ye have a Sabbath.
Shall you have a Sabbath?
A memorial.
A memorial.
Of blowing
of
the
trumpets.
A holy convocation.
A holy convocation.
You shall do no servile
Ye shall do no servile work therein. Okay? Let's go into the Hebrew now. The Hebrew word for servile work, Kala Meleket Abora Lo Tasu, which means you cannot cooking, you can't cook. If whatever you have to cook should have been done before, the day before. So now let's go into let me show you the day that you can cook. That's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Let's go to the Feast of Unleavened Bread where God said you can cook on the first and the last day. This is why I tell people, some people say, oh, you can cook because of the feast. But God didn't tell you can cook. You got to read the book. And if the book tell you can cook on that day, then you can cook. If the book tell you not to cook, if the book tell you don't do no work, because servile work goes deeper in the Hebrew. Servile work in the Hebrew is meleket abora. It's two words. Melaka is work. Abad or aboda is a service or serve or work or labor. Okay, let's go to Leviticus 23, verse 5.
In the 14th day of the first month, at even is the Lord's Passover. On the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days he must eat unleavened bread. And the first day ye shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. You shall do no servile work there.
There goes the same word. The same word that we read about, talking about Yom Teruah. No servile work. Meleket abora, Tamshi.
But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the 7th day is a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheep of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. And ye shall wave the sheep before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Shabbat, the priest shall wave it. You shall offer that day when you wave the sheep a he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. The meat offering thereof shall be 2 tenth deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of a hin. And you shall eat neither bread nor parched corn nor green ears until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. And you shall count unto you from the morrow after the Shabbat, from the day that ye brought the sheep of the wave offering, 7 Shabbats shall be complete.
That's not it. It's in Exodus. It's in Exodus. In Exodus, in 7 days you shall eat no unleavened bread, so eat it unleavened bread. Boom. You shall eat nothing unleavened, no habitation, no unleavened. It says, say which every man shall eat. That's the first. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, put away leaven in the house. That's not in there. It's a part that's talking about with the Pesach, with the Passover. It says, say which every man shall eat. Right. Okay. And that is he's looking for now. That is stating that you can cook on the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and you can cook on the last day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Only what you what are you going to eat? What you're going to prepare? What you're going to eat? Right, for that day. You found it? Not yet, right? It's in Exodus 12. And it came back, trying to find it now. There we go. So, shall keep the feast on 7 days, shall eat unleavened bread. First day, put 11 in the house. On the first day, shall cut off. First day of the convocation. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that. Okay. Exodus 12, verse 16. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done, no meleket, no abora in them, save that which every man must eat. That only may be done of you. Plain and simple. So the only feast day that God said that we can cook on is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The first day and the seventh day. He says, save which every man shall eat. The rest of these occasions are appointed times like Yom Teruah, Sukkot. You have to prepare what you're going to eat the day before. You can't cook on that day.
So you can cook fire over there. You are able to cook fire.
Yeah, no problem, Sister Ahava. Respect. Any question you have, ask. No problem. There's no that's the only way we're gonna learn. That's the only way we will know. That's the only way I will learn. If I ask questions, I gotta ask in order to learn. You gotta ask. It's not for me to get angry or get agitated at your questions. Then you shouldn't have this job. You need to go sit down, brother. If you're gonna get angry with the people behind their questions, then you don't need to be answering nothing. Just sit down and relax.
All right, so Sister Ahava, she says Sukkot day 1. There's no cooking.
Right. Sukkot day, yes, no cooking. No cooking. The only day that you can cook on Sukkot, it says Kal Maleka Abod Alo Tasu. Kal Maleka Abod Alo Tasu means you can't cook on that day. You can't cook, you can't serve. Meleket or Melaka is work, Aboda is work. Serve. Anything else? Any more questions about the do's and the don'ts of Shabbat? What people think? How would you feel? Any questions? Any more questions?
Concerning Shabbat.
Huh? Concerning Shabbat. Concerning anything. But the main thing is Shabbat questions. But if you have any questions for anything else, you can ask. Feel free.
All right, so Sister Suzanne asks why we can't write on Shabbat.
Okay.
Well, she said on Shabbat.
On Shabbat.
So why we can't write on Shabbat?
Well, it's a tool, right? And Baruch used to write for Nehemiah. He was the scribe.
But did he
do it on Shabbat?
So to be on the safe side,
did he do it on Shabbat?
These things you don't know. So
really
So,
now?
I don't know.
So we
Right.
it's better to be on the safe side.
Stay away from
Yeah. No problem, Sister Ahava. I appreciate you. Any questions you have, you can ask.
And turn out for your patience too.
And thank you for your patience. That's
Thank you
right.
very much.
That's right. Amuna, cook to eat. Cook to eat. Any more questions? Any more questions? Concerning Shabbat. Concerning Shabbat or concerning anything else? I'm gonna stay up here for another 4 minutes and then I'm gonna come down.
Good questions.
Shabbat is a day that we have to learn how to observe, because it's very easy to profane that day.
That's right.
It's very easy to profane God's day.
That's right. We got questions from Sister Ahara.
No, you ask whatever amount of questions you want.
It's not that's used when a woman is unclean in the book unclean intention.
Wait, let me see.
The book in the book
that's used.
unclean identify to bring into camp.
I don't understand your question.
The Tanakh, that's you.
Answer
When a woman is unclean.
Okay.
Is the book unclean?
Last question. The Tanakh that's used when a woman is unclean in the book unclean indefinitely to bring into the camp.
Oh,
so she's asking.
So you're asking if you're unclean,
she can't come to the camp at all.
No. If you're unclean, you shouldn't come to camp. Because you should stay home. You're on your nidat time.
Right.
So you're separated. You have to stay separated. You can't
Separated.
come amongst the camp. You have to stay
The
separated.
days of your separation, you have to stay
Right.
separated.
Those are the days.
That's why it's called days of separation.
That's right. Any more questions I have, feel free to ask. No problem. Doesn't the book say
so she's asking, hold on, Shama. She's asking when a female is unclean, is the book that she used is unclean?
No. When a woman is unclean on her menstruation, if she touched the book, you don't make the book unclean, because you don't transfer, the uncleanness don't transfer like that. When a woman is on her uncleanness, the book, according to Torah, Leviticus 15, it states that whatever she sits on and whatever she lies on shall be unclean. This is why when a woman is unclean, she should have specific chairs that she sit on, and she only sit on that chair when she's unclean. A bed that she lie on, and she only lie on that bed when she's unclean. You don't sit all over the place, because if you sit all over the place, you're going to make things unclean. The uncleanness don't transfer by what you touch.
Right.
Only by what you sit and what you lie on. Okay.
Someone said, doesn't the book say most women must be quiet in congregation?
Most what?
Doesn't the book say most women must be quiet in congregation? Like,
wait. Doesn't the book say most women must be quiet in congregation?
No, the book don't say that. That was the New Testament.
Everyone must be quiet.
Everybody got to be quiet. Not only the woman,
Everybody.
the man, the woman, the children. It's service going on. So everybody got to be quiet.
Everybody.
Not just the woman. And if the woman have a question, you feel free to ask.
Right.
This ain't something that you have to be quiet. Don't say nothing. No, this ain't slavery.
Right.
This ain't no tyrant or nothing like that.
Right.
Sister got a question. You ask the question.
We don't hate the sisters.
No, we don't hate the sisters. We love the sisters.
We love the sisters.
We love the sisters. Because the sisters, hey, I can't be strong by myself. I need my sisters to be strong too.
That's
You
right.
know why? Because when I'm slacking, I need my sister to back me up.
That's right.
You see what happened with Moses? Moses forgot to circumcise his son,
That's right.
and his wife was on point.
That's right.
His wife was on point, and she perceived that God was gonna kill him.
That's right.
She was connected with God, man. And so therefore she went and she circumcised her son.
That's right.
Now, if that woman wasn't on point, Moses would have died.
That's right.
So we need the woman of Israel, the woman that's claiming the heritage of God, to be focused as much as the men.
That's right.
I'm not going to belittle the woman. We ain't belittling nobody. We got to elevate.
Y'all know
We
the
are allowed to leave our home.
Are we allowed to leave our homes? Yes, you're allowed. Yeah, you can leave your homes to go to Shabbat. You talking about if you're going to congregate? Yeah, you can leave your house and go to congregate. Or if you want to leave your house and go for a walk, you can do that too. My father used to like going walks on Shabbat. My father on Shabbat after we have service, we'll go outside and take a walk and come back. There's nothing wrong with going out your house on Shabbat. Nothing wrong with that.
Another question from Sister Ahava.
Okay.
Is biblical movies, documentaries permissible to watch on Shabbat?
Biblical movies, documentaries permissible to watch on Shabbat. Well, I don't watch it. You got to be careful with those things.
Yes, because they tell you about
because sometimes it's Hollywood stuff in there, and sometimes it goes off and they're all true. It's best to just read the book.
Like the brother Graham said, it's best our grown-ups read the book.
Right.
Read that to the children.
Right. Now, if you have children, and you have children 3, 4 years old, 2-year-olds, and you got some biblical stuff for them to keep them quiet, let them watch it. They can watch that. You grown suckers, like my father used to say. He said, "You grown suckers."
You shouldn't want to watch it.
Nah, you get away from that TV. Go put your head in that book and go read.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
Any more questions? Any more questions you can ask?
Sister Ahava said, "Thank you very much."
I like your questions, Ahava. Keep asking them. Keep asking them.
Valid questions.
It's valid questions, man. Valid questions. I like that. Soon I'm gonna hook our brother's gonna show me. I'm gonna hook the computer up to where you are able to come up on the screen, where we can tap in and come up on the screen. And we can hear your question. You can ask your own question. I ain't gotta read it. There's a brother that's what's the name is gonna show me that. Yeah. I think what he's asking is if a woman is allowed to speak.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, she can speak. Yeah, she can speak. Of course, she got something to say. Speak, say it, say on. Say on. Not during teachers, of course, but like during times like this, if you want to say something, say something.
Yes, women can speak. We are not haters of women.
Anybody have any more questions? Any more questions?
All right, brother Obadiah. He's asked, wasn't Moses writing on Shabbat, the Torah?
I don't know.
You can't answer that.
I can't answer that. I don't know how long it took him to write those laws. I don't know if he wrote on Shabbat. Those are things that.
I'm going to make a note of something. You're going to read about certain things on Forefathers' Day. You're going to read about certain things on Forefathers' Day, right? Some of it was against the law. Some of it was okay. We can't go by that. We have to go with what God said. If we're not clear, it's best to do without. Okay? It's really best to do without. But it's your choice now. If you really feel that it's okay for you to go ahead, then that's on you. But according to the book, we can't clear that and tell you that it's okay or it's not okay about certain things. So what we do is we stay away from it.
Okay, so I have a question, and then I'm gonna go into Runs L. Ahava said, "Is a woman allowed to reach during Shabbat to teach during Shabbat?
Allowed to teach on Shabbat."
Okay, so a lot of Israelite camps, you see, they're allowing the women to teach, but according to the book, we didn't have women ministers.
That's right.
The ministers were the Levites. Came from out the Levites.
Right.
Those were the ones with Levite men, and those were the ones that taught and expounded and taught the people the law.
Right.
Now you have camps that allow women to go up and teach, okay, but they're not going. That's not what I read here. I'm sorry. That's not what I read here.
That wasn't right.
You had you had Levites. The Levites were the only ministers that ministered and taught the book. But you have, I mean, so
That's a
runs L. Can we ask about anything?
yes, you can.
If so, did Job have grounds for divorce when his wife told him to curse God? Okay, when you read Job, when his wife told Job, she said, curse God and die. You know, if you read it in the Hebrew, she didn't tell him to curse God. The Hebrew word for curse is barek. Barek means to bless. She said, why don't you bless God and just go on in? What was Job's words after that? He said, we're gonna go to Job because I don't want to mess that up. We're gonna go to Job. We're gonna go to Job chapter 1, right? And we're gonna go and buy that and see what was said. Okay. All right. So that's Job chapter 1, verse. Job chapter 1, verse. While we were just speaking, and the sons and the daughters of Eden, and said, nigga came out and Job. Was it 2 or is it 2? Second chapter, probably. Huh? Second chapter towards the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Checking right now.
Chapter 1?
I'm checking right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Job chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. In the Hebrew, for curse, it says barek. Barek means to bless. She said, bless God and die. Right? He said, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. He said, what? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil?
You're gonna get both.
Which means there's going to come a time where we're going to be doing good. And then, and what? And then there's going to come a time where evil comes. Okay, we got to learn to accept both and give glory to God and maintain your integrity, maintain your righteousness with God while you're doing bad or while you're doing good. And that's what Job was trying to tell his woman. No, he's not going to divorce her. They didn't divorce their woman. Yeah, I never read about a divorce case. You know why? Because God said, I hate putting away. God hates the fact that a man have to divorce his woman. That should be the last resort. Okay.
Last question.
Any more questions?
That verse is in Malachi chapter 2, verse 16. It said, God said that he hated putting away.
Right. Wasn't the law written by the finger of God? Yes. The laws of God was written by God's finger. Yes.
But it doesn't say what day it was.
There's no Levites. Okay, I understand. Thank you. Moses wrote for 40 days. It's only what you claim and believe. Any more questions? Any more questions? Facts. We still don't know what was going to amount. We have to get the real Torah. This isn't a do or don't Sabbath question. But I've been hearing lately, Hagar is Keturah. What are your thoughts? Oh my gosh. Hagar is not Keturah.
Those are two separate people.
Those are two different people. Hagar had Ishmael. Okay? Hagar had Ishmael. She only had one son for Abraham. Keturah had 5 or 6, 7 sons for Abraham. But nowhere in the book tells you that these are the same people. But I heard that too, sister.
There's no way in the book that
I heard that too. Hagar is not Keturah, and Keturah is not Hagar. No. Ask all the questions. What's the next question? Only the chosen one can touch, and only. This is so sweet. The conversation is nice. Dwelling together. If we start our months by the new moon, why don't the 7th day line up with the Julian or Gregorian calendar? or the time we use today. Seems like the Most High time and modern time is different. Okay, Capri, guess what? The first day was established without the sun and the moon. The second day was established without the sun and the moon.
That's right.
The third day was established without the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon and the greater lights and the lesser lights didn't come about until when? The fourth day, if I'm not mistaken, right? The fourth day. So therefore, this is why we can't analyze the days with the moon, and because you're gonna get different days. The Shabbat may come on Tuesday. Next thing you start observing Shabbat on Wednesdays. Next thing you start observing Shabbat on Thursdays. No, follow what God gave us, man.
What we have now.
We're looking and trying to get something correct that God done confused it. God mixed it up
and gave us this.
Why? Because when we had it, we played with it. When we had it right before. We played with it. So now we want to bust our brain to make up a calendar to figure out when is the right day. You're never gonna figure that out. You're gonna get confused more. I'm not confusing myself. The first day for me is Sunday. Second day is Monday. Third day is Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is the sixth day. Saturday is the Holy Sabbath day. And that's what I'm sticking to. We cannot confuse ourselves trying to figure out when is the right day, when is this, when is the other. We're not going to get it right, man. We're not. God put us in this predicament. He put us in this state. I didn't think she was either, but that is being pushed a lot lately. Okay. Stuff is mixed up. Boom, boom, boom. How can I not profane it as in keeping it entirely when I'm told we are in the land of our captivity? Fear of profaning it. Okay, yes, we are in the land of our captivity. And guess what? I need you to look up the word captivity, and I need you to look up exile. Chief Mikael, get the dictionary. Okay? A lot of people say this is we're captives. Okay? But I noticed that every captivity had a time. Every captivity had a limit. We had 70 years. We went into captivity for 70 years. We went into captivity for this amount of years, right? But I don't look at this as a captivity. You know why? Because I look at this as exile. And the definition of exile, like I said, every captivity had a time limit. Exile is what? Forced removal from one's country or home. I said forced removal from one's country or home. God did this to us, man. God did this to us and didn't put a time on it. Because we migrated from out of Israel into Africa and took on the ways and the customs of Africans. Started cutting ourselves. Started shaping and rounding our heads. Started dressing like them. We took on their customs, their traditions, and we mingled in. The mingling been started. Years, hundreds and hundreds of years, we're in Africa, mingling with the Hamitic tribes. And then guess what? After that, we still had a chance to return to God, but we didn't return. We continue to follow after the ways of these Hamitic tribes. Now, guess what happened? Now we got handpicked and taken out of this place, of that place, and scattered all over the place.
Scattered everywhere.
Scattered. We are all over the place now. Never to return. God ain't put a time limit on that, man. He didn't say we're going to be here for 300 years. That 400 years, you know what that was talking about? That's Egypt. That happened already. That happened already, man. That happened already. God said we're going to pine away in the land of our enemies. A lot of us skip that. Well, any more questions? The laws are forever throughout our generations. That's right. I believe he says that's why. All right, family. With that, I hope everybody got who was born. And I'm gonna say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We'll start tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Anybody got any more questions before I cut down? If not, I'm gonna shut it down. Any more questions? Share, like, and subscribe, family. Share, like, and subscribe. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.